Why, hello there. I didn't see you come in. Yes, I see that we've got a story for you this evening. One Christmas Lights. As this is on this very YouTube channel, I would say if you enjoyed this story, please be interested in visiting rivetedsounds.co.uk or YouTube/Grufflock or Riveted Sounds on YouTube at YouTube/Riveted Sounds. And if you enjoy many more of these, please, and a quick look at the patreon.com/GruffNexus. I thank you for your time, and let's begin the tale. This is Christmas Light, written and read by Adam Nichol. Christmas Lights, written and read by Adam Nichol. The snow falls. The snow falls as it is wont to do. It is, after all, snow. Snow only ever has three things on its mind at any given point: falling, laying, and melting. But this, my dear friends, is not a story about snow. The snow is a backdrop, a environmental landscape to the narrative that I write. I warn you now, my friends, if you are expecting something light and full of the season's joy, it is time to walk away. For this is not a tale of firesides and presents, but of something darker and older. It is also, to a point, mostly true. Names have been changed. You will see why. I do not enjoy Christmas. It is a noisy, busy part of the year, and wherever I go during the long, dark, cold months of December, I am swarmed by a stampede of braying animals. You would know them as consumers. The simple act of going to buy eggs, a thing I did this very night, became an activity akin to the Roman gladiator pits of old in my mind, with crazed deal-seekers buzzing around in great waves of consumerism, pulled from store to store by great neon edifices, and their increasingly empty promises of that elusive, cheap deal that they, or the person that they are buying for, I suspect, needed, wanted, or even knew existed. A perverse part of me would like to follow some of these people to their Christmas mornings and wait to watch a friend or relative unwrap the battery-operated battery charger or Wi-Fi egg whisk to try and understand the necessity of such a thing. But I digress. I'm not here to tell you about the ridiculous nature of this time of year, or I would have started this tale weeks ago at the scene of the latest Black Friday massacre. This all began 2 nights before Christmas fell. I had indeed been to buy eggs for the next morning's breakfast, and as I began to unlock the door to my house, I heard the unmistakable sound of movement from within. I rammed the door open as fast as I could to witness the inside. In the gloom of the afternoon, there was nothing amiss. Nothing had changed. All was exactly as I had left it. I shook my head, wondering what had made me think such a thing as somebody has been inside my house, and I locked the door and went towards the kitchen to put away my eggs. It was at this point, during the normality of groceries, that I noticed the thing that made me stand stock still and insensible for more than a few moments. Footprints. Large footprints. Large, sooty footprints, going up the wall and across the ceiling, heading into the kitchen. Not at all what a human foot, to my knowledge, looks like. but in saying that, I'd never seen one on the ceiling before. These were three-toed, larger than human footprints, more squat, thicker. I stared at the gloom of what was, just a moment ago, the general safety of my kitchen. Run, stay, hide, confront. What to do? What could I do? Was I even safe here? It wasn't until I felt the coldness on my leg that I realized I had dropped the eggs onto the floor. Eggy legs were the least of my worries. I began moving forward, slowly, towards the dark abyssal room. My fingers flicked every light switch down the corridor that led there. The light gave me strength and resolve, and I began to quicken my pace. Finally, the kitchen light, just outside the room, was within reach, and I stood for a moment more, fearing what I may see. I flicked the switch. I screamed. I flicked the switch off. From the dark came a rumbling voice.
No need for that, you know.
In the second and a half the light had been on, I had seen something truly inhuman. Huge, furred, fanged, clawed, and... Wait a second. I had to be sure. I flicked the switch on. Without realizing, I screamed again. I flicked the switch off. It was wearing a Santa hat and little red waistcoat.
That's mildly upsetting, fella.
The creature rumbled from the darkness. Now, in the black, I could see two small points of light, much like a cat's eye reflection, but tinged with blue and far more vibrant.
You can turn the light on again. Just please don't scream again.
Shaking, both with fear and the unsettling certainty that I had indeed lost my mind, I flicked the switch on and stared at the thing by my fridge.
Evening, Mark,
the thing said. I flicked the switch off. No, I said.
Oh, come on, fella. There's not much need to start this again. Look, here, turn it on, and you'll get an explanation.
The light went back on. How the hell did you know my name? How the hell did you get in here? What the actual hell are you? My fingers strayed to the light switch, but I resisted the urge.
I, Mark, am Coalscuttle, and I am a Christmas elf. Well, sort of, in a manner of speaking. Wait,
he said, seeing me raise my hand.
I'll get to that point later on. I'm actually a troll, but, you know, you get what work you can find. As for why I'm here, I actually owe you an apology.
An apology? I said, knowing that I was quite possibly outside, in the cold, after some kind of accident, and these were all some kind of strange, fevered delusions.
Yeah,
said Coalscuttle, the troll elf.
I've got something for you.
He handed me a bright parcel, wrapped in a paper I had not seen in a long time.
I, misplaced this a bit ago. It took a bit to find again, and then it took a bit to find you.
I looked at the tag. It read, simply, to Mark. Love, Mum and Dad. I looked at the troll. I looked at the parcel. I looked at the light switch. How long is a bit ago? I asked.
I really don't know how you lot measure time, mate,
he said, looking at his giant feet. I tore open the package. Underneath was a cardboard box marked with the legend, Batman. Underneath it said, Radio-controlled Batmobile. Under that it read, Copyright, 1989. This was meant for me? But from when I was a kid? I asked. How and why did you get it? Santa isn't real. The parents, they buy the presents, not some jolly fat man in a... And you... This is... I paused, unable to finish the thought.
Yeah,
said Coalscuttle.
Best not try working that one out. It gets a bit fuzzy round the edges for you human types.
He stood up and began lumbering towards the door.
Look, sorry for scaring you and all that. I was meaning to try and hide this somewhere in the house, but I, got caught in the act. Reverse burglary, I guess.
He patted my shaking form with a gigantic hand.
You got it now, eh? Sorry and all that.
As he moved towards the front door of the house, he looked back and shouted,
"You have a happy Christmas. Yeah?"
I did not answer. I was staring at the gifts of years gone by.
"You may want to get someone in, painter and decorator. You've got these weird great big marks all over your ceiling."
The door shut with a slam. And then what he said just registered in my brain and broke the memories the box had dredged up. Weird big marks. That didn't belong to the troll. The light switched off.